Casino and Resort in New York. This is the Josh Northeast 9-ball tour finale. $25,000 added by the Turning Stone Casino. Our next one will be in August. We'll update you on azbilliards.com or social media, or both. Before we get started with the hot seat match, it's going to be Rodney Morris and Jayson Shore, a race to 9, and the loser of this match will not be eliminated. They'll just go on to face the winner between Amar Kang and Dennis Hatch. Next week, we'll be heading down to Steinway Billiards where the 2017 World Pool Championship Series is going to take place. 8-ball division, and it's going to be exquisite. When I tell you there's players from 30 different countries, and might be even more by now. We've been so busy here at the Turning Stone, but we'll be heading down to New York to set up. It's a pay-per-view event. You can purchase your pay-per-view simply by going to WorldPoolSeries.com website, which was designed by Ira Lee's sister. We want to thank Eric Kwong and Ira Lee, as we understand they're down there at Steinway right now, working diligently to make sure that everything is perfect. Darren Appleton on edge. He did participate in the Turning Stone Classic, but as he participated, he was constantly in contact with everybody in New York to make sure that it is going as planned. So yeah, there's a lot on his plate, and so does everybody else involved. We're going to get there 3 days prior to the tournament because we want the setup to be perfect, as Darren is putting the heat on everybody, and well-deserved. For a world tournament, we want to make sure that everything is done right. So get your pay-per-view, show your support. I would suggest buying the season pass, which will give you the pass for all the events that we will be streaming there, as far as these on the poster here. WorldPoolSeries.com. Also, Molinari working diligently. They also have the Molinari glove. As you'll see, one of the participants in the match coming up, Jayson Shore, does wear one on a constant basis. He swears by it and has them in different colors. So does Molinari have them in different colors. And you can purchase yours by going over to MolinariGlove.com. And on January 9th, out comes the new release of the extensions, since everybody's using the extensions on the butt of the cues.
All LED lighting.
Molinari's designed right here.
Really fine, or stop by the Turning Stone.
Designed by Molinari.
Right up in the front,
and this is what the extension looks like when it's extended. That will be available tomorrow, January 9th. Go to highrockstore.com. That's HIGH store.com. And put your order in, because they're going to sell out real quick, if not selling out fast right now. The mechanics that work on cue sticks are all preparing themselves for the flood of Molinari extenders as we speak. We'd like to remind you that AccuStats will be heading down to the Derby City Classic January 20th through the 28th to bring you the Derby City Classic right to your front door on your device, or put an HDMI cord in and watch it on your HD TV, because it's that good. They're going to be bringing you the Bigfoot 10-ball challenge. They're going to be bringing you the 9-ball, bank pool, and 1 pocket. It's AccuStats, ACCU-stats.com. Their pay-per-view purchase links are up right now on the website, I understand. We also would like to thank John Bertone of Kamui. And go over to azbilliards.com and you can keep up to date with the brackets in this tournament and the live scoring. Mike Howerton on premises. Jerry Forsythe behind the scenes. And Jerry Forsythe's a busy man, because they came out with a concept. It's an HD magazine online. Simply go to azbilliards.com, and there's a tab on the front page that says Buzz. You can click that, and it's an online magazine, and it's absolutely free. There is no subscriptions needed. It's a free magazine about pool tournaments and the pool world in general and whatever's going on in the pool and billiards industry. And they get wind of it. They're like the CNN of pool. So just click on the buzz and enjoy, as Jerry would say. By billiards. You go to azbilliards.com. There's a tab on the top that says Buzz. You click that and you could read stories and results from tournaments around the world written by the Jerry Forsythe, other writers. Interesting, crystal clear billiards buzz. Check them out, azbilliards.com. We'd like to remind you that Greg Antonakis has your Southwest. And get your Southwest from the best. It's Greg Antonakis. Contact Greg right there at ga9ball@gmail.com. We want to thank Greg and American Q Pickers for being on board with AZB TV. We try to do things 110%, and having them on board makes it just a little bit better. So we're boosting our standards. Thank you, Greg. MBQs, this is Mike Burton. You're in the market for a Josh Q, whether it be low line all the way up to the high line Qs of Josh. He's got them. He's got them in stock. And if he doesn't have them in stock, he can get yours in a heartbeat. That's what he says. So contact Mike Burton at mike@mbqs.com. Also, make sure to check out Baltimore City Q's. Their motto is anything from tips to tables they can bring to your event. So give them a call. They're like the catering operation of pool and billiards. It's Baltimore City Q's, also sponsoring the Irish Invader, Karen Core. Alex Austin, new sponsor on board with AZB TV. Check them out at dlbilliards.com or get in touch with Alex at alexaustinusa.com as Mike Zuglin's making his way down. We'll also be up at Snookers January 28th through the 29th to bring you the Winter Classic. Mark Dion doing it once again. Make sure to get in this tournament because I understand the field is filling up. Anything from pros all the way down to D players are allowed to play. Contact Mark Dion right away and reserve your spot. We also would like to thank the Kings of Vapor and also the Kings of Billiards in Akron, Ohio. Chad Bowling here on premises. We want to say hi to Stephanie, Rick, Tommy, and if I forget any, I know I forget Lish and everybody out there. We can't wait to see you guys again. We're going to have to go right to Mike Zuglin. He's starting to make his introductions. We do have other people to thank because without them, as far as Simonis cloth, Aramith balls is the best equipment you could use. We all know it.
Right there, all right. And his opponent, his first time here at Turning Stone. He's having a great tournament for the first time here. He's played for India in the World Cup.
And you can see the sponsors in the back. Dan Heydrich of Heydrich Custom Cues. That's the orange logo banner in the back there. Hippos Billiards, billiardspress.com, poolonthenet.com.
First of all, we have from Lincoln, California. He's a former winner right here at Turning Stone. World Pool League champ, former World Cup of Pool champ, former U.S. Open 9-ball and 10-ball champion. And just this past fall, he got inducted into the PCA Hall of Fame. Rodney Morris. And his opponent, I'm sure, is no stranger to us here. He's won the last 4 out of 5 Turning Stone Classics that we had, including the last one back in August. He also, this past fall, he won the Kuwait World 9-ball Championship, the Challenger Champions Championship. He won our Ocean State 9-ball Championship, as well as a couple other tournaments along the way. From Orange, Connecticut, right down there, Jayson Shaw. All right, good luck, players. Please, players and fans, please remember to turn the ringers off on your cell phones, as it can be very distracting to the players. We have our second chance tournament is still in action over here on the other side of the room. And at 7 o'clock, right before the finals, we'll draw for that second $1,500 custom engraved jazz cue that anyone can win. Tickets are $5 each, 3 for 10 or 7 for 20, and you do not have to be present to win. Good luck.
Well, Troy, here we go. The hot seat.
All right. It's my honor to be here and to join you in this great matchup between Rodney and Jayson Shaw. Rodney Morris, Jayson Shaw. Rocket versus Eagle Eye. The pace of both players, they're not very fast, but they do play with a nice pace. I think Rodney might actually play, he toned down his pace a little bit too over the years. He used to play a lot faster. Same as Jayson. Rodney with the winning of the lag to determine the break. Here we go. Rodney makes a ball on the break and doesn't really have a favorable shot to pocket or pot the one ball. So most likely he'll be playing safe here. Leaving distance between him, one and the cue ball. I think he was trying to hide him behind the 9 ball. If he would have hit the 9, the cue ball would have stopped right there. Nice shot. Jayson was up over the ball and he was able to maneuver it and pot it. He's He's off and running, folks.
You know, I expect to see a lot of what we just witnessed as far as safety play until the doors open up for either one of these two players. They are playing for the hot seat for a good reason. They've been shooting full punch. There was times that Jayson was down. I believe Joey Cicero had him 8-6 at one time in one of his matches, and Jayson just waited for opportunity, and that's what he did here. And then he was off and running and actually defeated Joey Cicero out of Canada. Real good player. And Jayson draws first blood here.
And nice maneuvering by Jayson with the safety plays. And then once he got the opportunity, he just took the right running. You know, he just took off.
Yeah, well, we're actually watching two players that were part of the Mosconi Cup this past year, and I believe this is the first tournament for Mosconi point ranking points. So both players that we did see on Sky Sports are now here at the Turning Stone.
And on this table, what a great stream right here.
And in the back, Dennis Hatch was the MVP when he was on the Mosconi Cup.
He's leading 2-0, I believe. That was his second time breaking. Here we go, Jayson Shaw to the break. Watch the cut break. A little hard, but he still managed to get that wing ball to fall. A little tight on this one ball. Let's see if he plays safe or gets aggressive and goes for the bank. He does have room for the cue ball to slide past at 7 if he elects to go for the bank. Nice shot. The amateurs and everyone viewing alike, this is, you can just watch this over and over and pick up so many things from Jayson. His demeanor, his mechanics, his pace, he's the whole package. He really is. He's on fire. You know what they say, you got to fight fire with fire. The only way you're going to match up and be able to keep Jayson in his seat is to play.
Get out of your seat. That's what you got to do first.
Yeah, first you have to play this level that Jayson's shooting at, which is so hard to obtain.
Jayson's not going to let you get out of that seat if he can help it.
I mean,
he knows, and he has a lot of respect for Rodney Morris's game.
Yeah, Rodney can do the same, and he has in the past.
Of course.
One of these slang terms that we use around the pool hall and you know, all these competitions, dead punch, meaning that the player is playing just flawlessly. Nothing's rattling him. He's shooting straight. Jayson, I think he just surpassed dead punch. This is a whole different level.
Eagle Eyes swinging it once again, soaring down. He now leads 2-0 over the Rocket, Rodney Morris.
Cosmo in the chat gives us some props, saying we're doing a great job in the commentary. Believe me, I tried, folks. This is not...
Thank you, Marty.
For me, it's personally, it's not as easy as it looks to, you know, kind of put yourself out there and call the shots. And try and be somewhat professional here, you know.
Watch the wing ball, the 3 ball on the left side of the rack. Jayson's been making it, and there it goes once again.
He got a little kick there that time, but let's see what he does here. Ooh, this is... I think he's going to just go shoot this one down the rail. It's a nice pocket. It'll be accepting.
Jayson taking a quick look at the 7-9 combination in case he has to play to that side, which is smart to do. He's kind of figuring out the pattern, so he's looking on both sides of that 7, and he kind of likes to be on that 7-9 combination if he can get there. I don't know if he can send this 1 ball and put the cue ball behind the 7-9, which would be a really nice shot.
I think he's going to shoot it. It's a nice pocket. It's accepting. Look at that.
Shot it right down the rail. Beautiful call.
He just fired it in.
Now you draw back and play the short side of the 4-ball. You would have to, right?
That's where he's at.
Yeah.
This is the first little act of disappointment. He was pointing over there. He wanted a different angle, but he'll be able to.
Jayson's thinking 2 balls and 3 balls ahead.
Yeah,
just to let you guys know.
Absolutely.
Probably more. He's got the angle now. He can spin the cue ball to come to the left side, right where he pointed his stick, to play the 7-9 combination.
Come in short here? Or?
Yeah, he's coming in short.
That's the way to do it. Keep the corner pocket out of it.
Got a little bit too short.
Real short, yeah.
Overran it, but he just has to watch the cue ball here. Cue ball is crucial. The cue ball is going to be coming off a little hot. It's going to hit the 8. Got to be careful. Hit it just sweet. 9-ball falls into the drink. Jayson Shore now leads 3-0. You want to say hi to Jayson's dad and family overseas. Hey, Charlie. Glad you're here.
Yeah, he's got to be very proud.
All too slow. I just turned to the chat and I saw you said Papa Charlie's Memorial coming up. Please tell everybody about that. The chat room is actually to my back. I'm working on the controls over here, so I do get a chance every once in a while to turn around.
Here we go, Jayson Shore.
If Fast Lenny's out there, Lenny, let everybody know what you're doing. And what's his name? Daniel, POV Pool. If you're out there, let everybody know what you're doing. Also, let's get the word out.
Jayson makes a ball, controls the cue ball once again. He has a great break plan, and it's going to be hard to stop. He's got the whole package. He's breaking well. He's shooting dead straight. This is a little tricky here.
Believe it or not, we're into the match. I would say 12 minutes, and the score is 3-0.
Oh, Jayson's looking to jack up here and pull it back. This could get tricky.
The last time I saw this pace from Jayson, he was shooting a little faster. He was playing Mika, and it took about 42 minutes and a few seconds to just defeat Mika. And Mika was looking at us like, what am I doing wrong? I mean, he wasn't doing anything wrong. He was just racking the balls and showing up, but he gave Jayson a good rack all the time. And that only took 45 minutes for Jayson to run it out.
Wow, what a shot.
And Jayson's on a good pace right now to do the same thing to the Rocket.
He got a little unfortunate with the speed. He did not want to be on a rail. The last couple shots.
Well, he's okay. He's got an open table. He can afford just to come back and forth. He doesn't really have to get on top, you know what I mean? And he could shoot the 6-ball in the upper corner there. So he's got a lot of room to play with.
Yeah, this is tough, though. He's giving it its...
It's tough because the cue ball's on the rail, but back and forth he does. And now he's got the draw stroke to pull this back right to the left side of this 7-ball.
What's your touch here, folks? Nice. Didn't have to kill it. He just, he came up a little short, maybe. He short-armed that a little bit.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, and, I see. I stink. That Blondie from our pool room there that relocated. I see that you got engaged. My condolences to you.
All right, let's see what Jayson's going to attempt. He's going to spin the rock. Looks like he's spinning it to the left side and back around. And that's what he did.
Watch the side.
He spun it all the way around the table. It looks like the 9-ball is going to come into effect. Maybe just a little love bump. No, look at this. It's a 1-2-3 ball connection.
And look at the safe he just winds up with, you know. He's just going to punch his ball, hopefully not go on the side and knot him right up on the 9-ball. maybe not. He's just going to utilize the 9 as a blocker. Use a little.
Did you notice he shot it left-handed? Is he left-handed? Shot so fast through the whole match, we don't know.
You know, you just.
How's the speed on the cue ball, though?
Yeah, real. Just
you know what I mean?
You know, you come back, the guy just runs a couple racks on you, and this is what you're faced with.
Well, Rodney's been in this position before. He knows how to answer, and he went all out.
Yeah, he went for it.
Looks like the 8's going to come down just enough for the side pocket, and Jayson Shore is going to be once again on a tear. For nothing.
For nothing. I'm going to reflect back to the chat, and someone said that may have been a mistake to bank it. I kind of beg to differ. If you're stuck on a rail like that and the 8 ball's like 9 feet away, to get a safe, in hindsight's 20/20, but if you play a safe there, generally, I think 70% of the time you're going to kind of sell out. He's at the mindset of, I'm just going to fire at this. I have a 50-50 chance of making it.
Okay, this time the 3. The cue ball rocks the top corner pocket. And Rodney Morris to the table. Look at the 4, 7, and the 5, though. Or is that the 4? Yeah, 4, 7, and the 5 down below. He's going to have to do some work to clear the table down here. The 4 does go in the bottom left-hand corner.
Al, did he get kicked in with that, or did he just?
I didn't know. I was watching to see if he pocketed any balls on the break.
Okay. I think
he did pocket a 3 ball in the side pocket.
I think that got a little unfortunate.
And then all of a sudden, I seen the cue ball rolling towards the corner. So, but it's all recorded.
I think we should make both these players play ready. They make it look too easy.
Tell you what, I'll take Johnny Mora. We'll switch hands. Let Johnny Mora shoot righty and let Rodney shoot righty, or anybody in this tournament.
Yeah, anybody around. You got that right.
Nice shot. Clears the 9 out of there.
Yeah, Mora's pretty much like a A+ to almost open player, is playing left-handed. It's truly amazing. It really is. I might have spoiled some of his action, but
well, it's out there already.
Yeah, he's just crazy good playing goofy-handed. I'd like to say hi to all my friends that are joining us in the chat. I posted it. Hopefully some of them are coming in, my family, friends.
Oh, cool.
All 3 of them.
Hello, everybody. Doesn't take Rodney long either. You know, he loves to spin the rock. He's got that style.
All these 50-year-old guys, they went to the same school. Rodney puts one up on the board.
.41 Street.
Now have a score of 4-1. Looks like this. A lot of players have that same American style, slashed with the Filipino kind of looseness, which I just love in 9-ball and rotation games.
Right. Okay, let's see if Rodney can get the wing. Nope. But the 9-ball lies up. Watch the 2-ball here. Yo.
Spoiled the party.
Well, might be half good.
I don't think you can see the 1.
Well, that's the problem. Looks like he might be able just to see a piece of the outside piece. And he's looking at the direction of the cue ball. The cue ball is apparently going to go into the 2-9 area. Now, Rodney does not have to call the 9 if the cue ball should make the 9-ball after coming off of the 1. And if he pushes out, it'll be real dangerous here. But he's thinking that line.
Yeah, you have to, at this point, you know your back's to the wall a little bit. I'm like, what's my best option here
He's
to
gonna
get
roll.
back
He's
at
rolling.
the table?
He's rolling down below to keep the 9 out of the equation.
Even if he has to kick
he
it,
might get this back.
he wants this back. I think he may have played that so he can kick at it.
He's getting it back. Notice the 2-9 is a carom there. If Rodney can kick at this and stick the cue ball,
yeah, might get a
he'll
quick
be
one.
looking good, yeah. Cue ball back towards the 9.
Should have hit it. That
Yeah.
would have went. That was a nice kick, though. I don't think he wanted to put himself in back of the ball, but I could be wrong. I mean,
Right now,
you know,
he just wanted to bring the cue ball down on that push so that it's not above where the 1-9 is, you know. So he wanted to come down below.
Jayson's looking very loose.
Well, so is this table. There is no ball on the rail.
This, folks, is hard to beat. I can tell you, this is like giving a ghost weight. Jayson's bridge work is just so solid. We were talking about that before. Meaning, Ken puts another one up on the board. For those watching.
So does Jayson, 5-1 now.
Yeah, Jayson's on fire. Jayson's bridge work. Getting back to that. Watch his hand on a rail, whether it's on the table or on the rail. He rarely is picking up his hand to try and get comfortable. It just looks like it's like a solid piece of meat slapping onto the table, and he's got this solid foundation.
I just want to let everybody know the next round would be 5 p.m. And then, of course, the finals are at 7.
Oh, we got a little...
6 ball got kicked. It's in the corner pocket. And then, of course, a ball pocketed in the side pocket, which was the, good question, the 7 ball.
A little bit of
The
a...
6 and the 7 are gone.
As we call a slug rack. I mean, I know it wasn't intentional, but he did hit him off center a little bit. Jayson looked at the carom. He's going to be shooting this 1 ball. The cue ball naturally is going towards the 9. So he's going to take a... You may see a quick game here.
There it is.
Very close. But
Well, it's over if you can get past this 2 ball.
Yeah, he's just going to slide the cue ball over probably.
No, he's going to bank this cue, the 2 ball, and then get position for
I
the
think
3.
He's just going to play the 9.
Or
right
play
now.
this 2 right in the side pocket or
Play the
9 now.
9.
Yeah,
Right there,
you're right.
done.
There it is. Jayson Shore now leads 6-1. Yeah, I'll tell you. Jayson Shore, the runaway freight train right now.
He's making. We got to get. If we were to get paid, I don't want to get paid by the hour commentating for him. I want to get paid by the match.
What do you mean if you're getting paid? You just ate like a plate of Chinese food for a king. Wow. Oh, explosive right there.
Yeah,
Does
Jayson.
the 2 give him any kind of help here?
As the 6 hangs up, he might be able to.
6 hangs up.
He got blocked out, but I believe he has the edge of the 2, and expect the safe here. He'll thin it, put it in back of those 2 orange balls, the 3 and the 5, and bring the cue ball back up where he is. Very nice shot. And utilize the 9 ball also. Although Rodney has the back rail here, it's kind of tough because he has that 8 ball in the way. Well, maybe 2 rails he's looking. They're not just looking to hit it. They're thinking, you know, where are the other balls going, and what kind of speed do I need to separation or to duck.
Right. In other words, this cue ball is going to go back up table, just thin in the 2.
That's a beautiful shot.
And that was all planned. That's not a roll. It's planned. Now Jayson's in a little tough position because if he tries to do it, he's going to bump the 5.
Yeah. He might be better off hitting this a little soft. Just maybe squeeze it in between the rail and the 5 there, or the 3.
He's bringing the 2 ball up table. Oh, that's what he tried.
He's going to be seeing the back of this 5 ball most likely, as Rodney goes for a 2-way.
Safety all the way.
Kang puts another one up on a bead as I see Dennis Hatch racking. I think Kang has 5. I just noticed he put a...
We'll get the score right here. Everybody can go to AZ Billiards and watch the score, the live scoring on that match. Jayson gets a rub off the 5 ball, keeping the 2 from going towards the right side pocket. Rodney's going to stick the rock and back up table with the 2 ball. I think it's going to be just enough, though, where Jayson can make it. Yeah.
I think he might be able to swerve this in a little bit. He doesn't have to. He left it.
Yeah, he did. He left it for him.
Advantage to Jayson in the
Amar Kang leads Dennis
play.
Hatch 5-2.
Sorry about that, Al.
That's all right. God, I'm sorry. I cut you right out. I just wanted to give that update.
Like I said, Jayson comes out ahead of that safety battle, kick battle, which was nice to see because these guys play wide open, so you rarely get to see a little bit of a safety battle.
We're just in the match about 27 minutes, and Jayson sure is about to go up 7-1.
A little bit short there, but...
So both tables playing at a really good pace. Amar Kang and Dennis have 7 games in the bag, and so does Shore and Mars.
Jayson killed that ball nicely. Instead of letting the cue ball go around the table, he just killed it with some low reverse, which would have been right. It just makes it look so easy.
7-1, Eagle Eye.
And poolhall.com says in the chat that Rodney hasn't done much wrong. I don't.
Well, let's just make it perfectly clear that if Rodney loses this match, he's not eliminated. He's just going to go on to face the winner between Dennis Hatch and Amar Kang.
He will be back.
Oh, yeah. And he'll be back ever so strong.
Another kick. That's the second kick that Jayson got.
Look at this table.
Made a bunch of balls and got unfortunately kicked into the corner pocket. Maybe time to change the speed up a little bit to not get that ball coming off the side rail, and giving him a healthy boost into the corner. I'd like to thank everybody for joining us. Just remind everybody to please share on your social media. Where else can you get this amount of great play? These tremendous players. They're the best in the world, folks. We're getting to watch them. I feel just so special that I get to see this.
I tell you, at the pace that both of these tables are going, they might end at the same time here. This is one of those 2 matches that you have that are just flying, both flying through. I guess Dennis Hatch and Amar are just getting up and swinging it just like these two. I mean, Dennis Hatch and Kang.
I honestly think that's how. This is how it's supposed to be played. At this pace.
Well, 9 ball's a fast game, yeah.
Well, I mean, you know, some players they take their time. They're methodical every shot. They don't get into. That's their rhythm.
Right, that's their rhythm.
That's their rhythm. I'm not knocking anybody's rhythm, but I think this level, at this speed, it's more exciting for everybody.
Well, Rodney Morris is going to put another one up. It's going to be 7-2. Jayson Shore up at the table, ready to rack and say, let's go. Get back over here, Rodney. Get your break cue. I'm giving you a good rack. Don't forget, light-systems.com, Mr. Fong and Jolly. They're up at the front in the booth. Of course, the majority of the crowd is down here now on the other side of this arena because we're utilizing the tables right in front of the live stream. Rodney doesn't even check. He's just rack him up, sir. Makes the wing ball.
Now Rodney can get on the roll just like Jayson did.
Oh, yeah.
He wants to move the 8.
He asked, though. He did ask Jayson if he can move it. And Jayson said, yeah, you can move it. He said, just put it in front of the other 4 ball.
Put it in front of the cue ball. That's what Pat Fleming used to do. He's like, oh, you want me to move that? And someone said, yeah, he'd put it right in front of the cue ball or something, you know. I said, don't touch it now. You'll call a foul on you.
I like that about Rodney. He's always got a great sense of humor. He's having a good time. Even at the Moscone Cup, right? He was coming out and with one-liners. You know, he's a great showman, great sportsman. And it makes the game fun.
It sure does, and it keeps him loose.
Yeah.
You think he's going to be uptight and be able to swing around the cue like that?
Right.
Oh, Jayson miscued. Jayson goes to his bag off the side after that miscue. I'm sure he's looking for some kind of...
I would like to tell everybody out there, if this match shall end before the other one, yes, we will move one of the cameras over. But at this pace, it looks like they're destined to end about the same time. But if it shall, we'll catch the final racks of Dennis and Amar Kang. As we see, Amar puts another beat up, so he now leads 6-2 over Dennis Hatch.
Came up a little bit short. His body posture showing he doesn't like it.
Two-way, and looks like Jayson might be able to see this. The banks are coming out long, and there was another shot that came out long on the bank shot. 6 doesn't go by the 9, but it looks like Rodney's
going to play safe.
Yeah, go by the 6-9 here. Try to get him. That's a pocket down there. Be careful. Nice shot.
I think he's left him a little bit of room there.
Yeah, well, Jayson might try to put Rodney back in here.
Yeah, absolutely.
In his pocket with the cue ball.
To the left-hand side of that 5 ball.
Yeah, the only thing is you got to make sure you're going to duck that cue, or else that 5 is going to come out right in the open. Got to make sure you hide the rock.
He hit it really nice.
Watch the pocket there. I'll tell you, I don't think you can hit it much better than that. It's pretty good.
The knowledgeable crowd gives a nice applause for that appreciation of that shot.
Good hit by Rodney.
Rodney makes a nice 3-rail kick there.
Cue ball still spinning right there.
He didn't take too much time with that kick either, did he?
He usually doesn't.
Jayson gonna try and pot this 5. No.
That kind of takes the wind out of your sails when somebody gets up there and just cuts it right in like that.
There's 2 ways to make this. You can cut this in. You can also play rail first with the cue ball.
Yeah, I like cutting it in like this here.
Slide it in.
If you were further towards the right side, I would just say it, but
Yep.
Jayson kind of shot that a little fast. And might have come out smelling like roses. Rodney has a piece of this 6 ball if he wants to attempt to cut it in the bottom right-hand corner. He's got the shot. Or play safe. Just put the 6 ball on the short cushion right in the middle of the scoreboard there and bring the cue ball up behind the 9. That's what he's doing.
Yep. I like trying to cut this towards the pocket, but you play it to the, as they say, the pro side. Just kind of like that.
Yeah.
Nice shot.
Get it behind the 9 ball.
Oh, yeah.
Got to get it behind the 9. Yeah. Eagle eyes up at the table.
Yeah, so that goes back to before when Rodney shot the bank. You know, now he kind of wishes, you know what, that 6 ball wasn't that hard to cut in. I should have just shot it. Watch the rock. Well, you got a little fortunate there. That could have been worse. This is a fun shot here, folks. Cut it in the bottom left-hand corner. Let the cue ball travel 3 rails.
Jayson sure is threatening to get on the hill.
This guy gets lucky a lot, huh?
Too often. Starting out the new year in the right way.
I don't think luck has anything to do with the way this guy's shooting.
Sure? Are you sure, Jayson? Sure?
Unbelievable.
Jayson to the hill, 8-2.
Yeah, someone in the chat room says Jayson has been playing nearly perfect pool for quite some time. And this is true. You go back to the U.S. Open, you look at his stats. I believe he came up dry that time, huh?
First time in a long time. And the 1 ball shot is there for Rodney Morris.
Just to close the point out, he was shooting close to near 950, 930, 920 in some matches.
What a shot Rodney just came with.
Just get up there and popped it in.
Unbelievable. Jacked up, popped it in, slide the cue ball over for the 2.
He knows this is his window. He came up a little short on that. He'd like to pop that out a little bit. See the drop of his hands indicating he wasn't happy with it. Wow, nice shot.
He fires when ready, Captain.
Wow, unbelievable.
Doesn't take long.
He kind of like pushed that in with that low English. That ball just, the pocket accepted it. Watching these great players, you notice they hit certain shots with this English, or the natural way for the pocket to accept the ball. The ball's rolling in a certain way, and it accepts it. Try and go against the green, and the pocket spit them out.
The Rocket answers back, 8-3.
Very nice. Folks, you shoot like that, and that's how you make the Moscone Cup.
Folks, make sure to get over to WorldPoolSeries.com website, browse around, look at the ticket prices, and we'll see you in New York City next week. And then after that, we'll be in Castle Billiards for one of the largest amateur matches. And then we'll be in Snookers in Providence, Rhode Island. Also, make sure to check out AccuStats. They'll be heading down to Derby City Classic. Ship Simonis an email, all the sponsors, and shop at these sponsors because they're the ones that made this happen this week.
Here we go again, folks.
Right speed here is all required, and just missed the 7-ball. Favor the left side of the table as you saw Jayson point his stick. Got to miss the 7 though.
That was a beautiful touch. Killed the ball. Allowed the rail to put the spin on it a little bit, and off he goes.
Ball in the side pocket.
I encourage everyone to try this at home.
Keep in mind, Jayson has 8. He gets out here, he will defeat Rodney Morris and move Rodney Morris over to the B side to face the winner between Amar Kang and Dennis Hatch. And I think Rodney's going to throw in the towel right here. There it is. He says, "You got it, Jay." He says, "I can't stand you poking holes in me anymore." 9-3. Jayson Shore, Eagle Eye, comes out on top. Rodney Morris will go on to face the winner between Dennis Hatch and Amar Kang. NJ Pool player in the box, as always, on his phone doing the things. And we want to thank Troy. And we'll be back at 5 o'clock with another match. But during the interim, I'll zoom in a camera on Amar Kang and Dennis Hatch. Just let us end this recording. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Troy.
Thank you, Al. Thank you, everyone.